Did you know that you can use ChatGPT to create an immersive story that you are actually part of as the main character, that you can participate in? It is very cool and actually a great and fun way to improve your language skills, your listening, and your speaking skills. So that's what we're going to get into in this video. If you have any questions as we go, don't forget to leave a comment. Feel free to hit the like button and subscribe. And now let's get into it. One thing that I've been doing recently, I mean, you may have seen my courses on ChatGPT and using AI, ChatGPT and Bard specifically. Well, there are a lot of different ways to use those tools, and I use both of them a lot in my personal life and for work, for all kinds of things. So I want to share one interesting thing that you can try, just if you want to, well, if you're going to take a break, right, and you're going to, relax for 20 minutes and you want to do something, you could open your phone and scroll through TikToks mindlessly, if you like, if you want to. But there are other things that you could do that might be a little bit more engaging or stimulating. Now, I like to study and read and listen to podcasts and read books and listen to audiobooks. But one thing I tried recently is having back and forth conversations with ChatGPT. The live conversation feature is pretty good. So we're going to do something interesting here at the start before we get into some of our accent stuff. I just want to show you something that's kind of cool. I think it's cool. I just want to show you. So let's hop over here to ChatGPT, and we're going to put in a prompt. This is, just a quickly written prompt, no big deal. As you can see, I haven't even spelled things correctly here. This is not a very carefully written prompt. It doesn't have to be in general, unless you want to be really specific. Okay, I'm a space explorer. I'm going to play a game with ChatGPT. I'm a space explorer from Earth who has just arrived on a strange new planet after a 500-year hibernation. Okay, this is just a science fiction premise, a classic premise, right? Okay. Create a mystery that takes place on this planet with compelling characters to interact with, vivid landscapes, interact with vivid descriptions of this bizarre world, challenges to deal with, and a mystery to uncover. Okay? Create a mystery and a mystery to uncover. Again, you can see it's a little redundant. This is just a quickly written prompt. Don't judge me. You will narrate what is happening and take on the voice of any speaker characters I need to interact with. So characters who speak, right? Give me plenty of chances to make choices and interact as we go. As I go, provide situations that give me clues to unravel a bizarre mystery, add danger and twists to make it exciting. If you understand, say, I understand, and then wait for me to say, let's begin before we start. So let's just try this, and what we should get is basically, I understand. Okay. So that's what we get. I understand. Rather poorly written prompt, if I may say so. But hey, now what we do is we hop over to the app. Okay, now we're in the app. Gotta straighten myself out here. There we go. Okay. So now, oh, hold on a second. Let me find that chat. Now I need to find that chat in the app. Okay. Okay, here we go. So now we're in the app. We have the same prompt that I just sent. And what we're going to do is we're going to try a voice chat. Let's begin.
You awaken from your hibernation pod, the gentle hum of the spacecraft fading as you step onto the surface of the mysterious planet. The sky is a swirling kaleidoscope of colors, unlike anything on Earth. Your mission to explore this new world and uncover its secrets. As you survey the landscape, you notice three distinct paths leading away from your landing site. One, a dense, luminous forest with trees that seem to whisper in a language you can't understand. Two, a series of towering, crystalline structures to the east, reflecting the planet's strange sky. Three, a dark, foreboding cave entrance to the west, from which a faint, pulsating light emanates. Which path will you choose to explore first?
Well, I feel a bit nervous about the whole situation, having just arrived in this planet. So I think first I'm going to have a snack, and I want to figure out first what I have to eat in the ship as a snack and maybe as a beverage to relax a bit. And then after we have a snack and a little rest and I get my bearings on this brand new planet, I'm sure I'm tired after sleeping for 500 years, I think I'll head toward the cave, which has the weird glow coming from inside.
You head back to the ship to gather your thoughts and have a snack. Inside, you find a small kitchenette stocked with a variety of preserved foods, nutrient-rich bars, dehydrated fruits, and a selection of beverages including water, a calming herbal tea, and a high-energy electrolyte drink. After enjoying your
Calming herbal.
snack and sipping some herbal tea, you feel more
That is what this
grounded
is.
and ready to explore. The cave with the pulsating light seems like an intriguing place to start your adventure on this alien planet. You gather your exploration gear, including a flashlight, a communicator linked to your ship, and a multi-tool, and head towards the cave. As you approach, the light seems to pulse in rhythm with your footsteps, creating an eerie sense of anticipation. You're at the mouth of the cave now. The air is cooler here, and the light inside is a soft blue, pulsating gently. You notice that the walls are lined with a strange luminescent moss. Do you enter the cave to investigate further, or would you like to do something else before entering?
Before I enter the cave, I want to look around the entrance to make sure that there are no symbols or any sort of writing that I might be able to decipher. Then I will go into the cave with my laser gun drawn, just in case I'm attacked by any strange or creatures who want to eat me.
Carefully, you examine the cave entrance. The rocky surface is smooth and worn, but you do notice faint markings. They're not immediately recognizable as any known language or symbols from Earth. Intrigued, you take a few photographs with your communicator for later analysis. Feeling prepared, you draw your laser gun, holding it at the ready. The cool, alien air of the cave brushes against your skin as you step inside. The blue light intensifies, revealing a path that winds deeper into the cave. As you move forward, the cave opens into a large chamber. The source of the light is a cluster of glowing crystals on the ceiling, casting an otherworldly glow. Suddenly, you hear a soft, melodic sound echoing through the chamber. It's unlike anything you've ever heard, a symphony of chimes and whispers.
Ooh.
Ahead, there are two paths. One, to your left, the path slopes downwards, leading to a lower chamber where the sound seems to be originating. Two, to your right, a narrow passage is lined with more of the luminescent moss, and the crystals seem to be more densely packed. Which path do you choose to investigate? Remember, you can always backtrack if needed.
I want to more closely examine the glowing crystals. I think I will use any tools that I have to analyze the crystals to see if I can figure out the source of the glow. I will use my senses. I will use my sense of smell, but I will not yet touch the crystals. I want to really take stock of the inside of this cave, carefully looking at but not touching the moss, carefully looking at the pulsating crystals before I do anything further.
You approach the glowing crystals with a sense of caution and curiosity. Utilizing the tools in your multi-tool kit, you begin a thorough analysis. First, you observe the crystals visually. They are of various sizes, some as small as pebbles, others as large as your fist. Their glow is steady, with a rhythm that almost seems like breathing. The light they emit is soft, filling the chamber with a calming ambiance. Next, you use a compact spectrometer from your toolkit to analyze the light spectrum of the crystals. The device hums as it processes the data, indicating that the crystals are emitting a unique form of bioluminescence, possibly due to some form of microbial life within them. Carefully, you smell the air around the crystals. It's crisp and clean with a faint mineral scent, but there's nothing that suggests toxicity or danger. Turning your attention to the moss, you note its delicate structure. It's like a fine, luminescent velvet, covering the walls in patches. Using a magnifier, you can see the intricate network of filaments that make up each strand of moss. Your tools reveal that both the moss and the crystals are unlike any terrestrial forms. They are part of this planet's unique ecosystem, perhaps even playing a role in its environmental balance. Having taken stock of your surroundings and gathered valuable data, you ponder your next move. Will you continue down one of the paths, or is there something else in the chamber that catches your interest?
In a sudden wave of reckless euphoria, slice off a large chunk of the glowing moss and put it into my mouth and begin chewing it. I have thrown caution to the wind. I chew it and then swallow the moss and hope that I don't have some sort of allergic reaction, or hope that it doesn't take over my mind and control me like some sort of automaton.
As you chew the luminescent moss, its texture is surprisingly pleasant, soft and slightly spongy. It has a mild, earthy taste, not unlike fresh herbs. You swallow, half expecting some immediate dramatic effect. Moments pass, and you feel fine, actually more than fine. You feel energized, as if the moss has invigorated you. Your senses seem heightened, your mind clear.
Ooh.
There's no sign of an allergic reaction or any adverse effects.
All right, good
It
moss.
appears
It's
that
good
the moss
moss.
may have beneficial properties,
Ooh,
possibly
beneficial
nutritional
properties.
or medicinal.
Oh.
This discovery is fascinating, but also a reminder of the unpredictability of alien ecosystems. While this risk paid off, others might not. Feeling renewed, you refocus on your exploration. The chamber with the melodic sounds to the left and the crystal-lined passage to the right still await your investigation. Which path will you take now, or is there something else you wish to do in the chamber?
All right, I'm going to stop. We have work to do, but that is pretty cool as a way to, as a way to interact, as a way to have a conversation. As you go, you encounter characters. You may encounter a creature who can talk. The cool thing about it is you create the world, so you can specify that you want it to be, hyper realistic, from the 1890s, and it's a detective story like Sherlock Holmes, and you are Holmes, and you have to uncover clues as you go along. Well, that's pretty cool, right? And you're kind of playing a game in your mind with ChatGPT. I think it's pretty interesting. I mean, I was interested in what was going to happen. I think I was going to go left. The path to the left seemed more interesting to me, but I don't want to take up too much time with that. But anyway, there's a lot to play with there, and just sort of think of it as an early version of the holodeck from Star Trek. So if you've seen Star Trek: The Next Generation, you'll know that there is a thing on the ship called a holodeck, and the holodeck allows you to basically use your imagination to create a world. Anything. It's basically like this, except it uses it turns energy into matter. It uses a matter or an energy to matter converter process. It's science fiction, to create that world. And so you're inside of it. Basically, it's like what we just did, except not just an audio version, a full immersive world that you can live inside of. I think we'll get there someday. It's pretty cool.